That was some of the worst basketball I have ever seen in my entire life. What a mess, but an enjoyable, beautiful mess. And of course it ends with the Thunder not even getting the shot off. That was amazing. That was fantastic, but it ends with the Rockets pulling out the victory, 104-102. The Rockets are moving on. That was the 2020 of games right there. A complete mess there at the end. There were guys flopping all over the place. Turnovers, just a million missed shots. Guys missing wide open layups. Guys missing wide open free throws. Pain for Prime Sports. Yes. Just, that was so enjoyable. And then the Thunder not even a shot up at the end. Look at that. They had the Harden foul, which I'm not even sure what he fouled on. And then, Adams doesn't even get the ball there at the end. That was crazy. And the last 30 seconds of this game took about 20 minutes to play, I would think. Everything about this game was like, this was not a game that you would put in Naismith. Okay, this is not like when you show kids, how to play basketball. This game is not it. Chris Paul not going for the shot at the end. Back-to-back nights that my heart almost dropped. Holy cow, what a game. What a game, absolutely. I mean, if you're Houston or Oklahoma City, if you're a fan of those teams, your heart's beating 100 miles an hour right now. Like, you don't know what just happened. And it ends on the craziest thing. The turning point in this game was James Harden James Harden blocking a shot. James Harden pulling off, God, I forget that Syracuse player in 2003 against Kansas who had the Warwick or something like that, who had the game-winning block on Kansas in 2003 that prevented them from attempting the shot. That was what that was. It was an awful game from James Harden for the most part, but he made up for it with the biggest play right there at the end. Harden's block, Hakeem in Game 6 in the NBA Final level. Not as huge, but that's how we're going to remember this game. That's fair. That's a fair way. That's a fair way to put it. That was, look, and it's only to get to the first round. I wanted OT though. I didn't care if we got OT or fourth quarter. I just wanted. It was so enjoyable. And yeah, the Harden block there at the end, followed by Dirt missing the shot, or Dirt getting the ball and trying to throw it at Harden, and Harden jumping out of the way and missing it so that the Rockets could get the ball back, was pretty amazing there at the end. And look, we get on James Harden a lot for his defense, but in that moment there, that was one of the best defensive plays you will see. I'm not giving James Harden credit either way. Still most overrated in this game, in my opinion. All right, fine. You want to have that opinion? And look, he was awful in this game. James Harden was terrible in this game for 59 minutes. He was abysmal. No one's going to argue that. It was a classic James Harden Game 7 game. But in the end, the final basket of this game, or the biggest moment of this game, he was able to stop it. Also, on that last play, why is Chris Paul not taking the shot there? I know Dort's been having the game is so hot, and he's hot tonight in the way he was playing, and he had the best game of his career. But like, Chris Paul's the man, he's the general, he's the leader of this team. Why is he not getting the ball there? And instead he passes it away. What a weird ending. Now they have to play the Lakers. Lakers in 5-6, doesn't matter, at least for 4 games. If you give Harden credit or not, he won. Yes, absolutely. He'll take it. And now they have to play the Lakers. And by the way, I'm more convinced after this game that the Lakers are beating whoever the Lakers are beating the Rockets, I think. In 5 or 6, I'm more convinced about that. Harden got locked up by an undrafted rookie. Lakers in 4. I'll go Lakers in 5. And the other thing, I'm not a fan of either team. My palms were sweating. Oh yeah, I was going back. Again, I don't have a rooting interest in this game, and I was going back and forth. I was pacing, trying to and going crazy there at the end. There was about a 15-second possession here in this game. There was 15 seconds where 4 guys dropped to the floor. I was thinking, let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. I was thinking that, and there was 15 seconds at the end of the game. There were 4 or 5 guys on the floor. Skip said on Twitter, Harden is Harvey. I should stop caring what Skip says. I think finals is gonna be the Clippers versus the Celtics or the Heat. I'm still leaning on Clippers Lakers. I don't know who I'm going with in the Eastern Conference now. It's possible that if the Bucks don't win this series, it's possible that the Western Conference Finals is going to be the finals. That will be whoever wins that's going to win the championship. And yeah, so the Lakers have had a lot of time off. They've had a nice little relaxation here, and now they get to play Houston, a team that had a hard time finishing off the Thunder. I still like the Clippers for the West, but my Raptors pick is looking pretty bad right now. Yes, the Raptors pick is not looking very good. I'm down 2-0. We better trade Adam and Schroeder because they are horrible. They need to get off this team. Oh, you're a Thunder fan. Yeah, Adam's there at the end. That was brilliant. Your thoughts on the Heat going up 2-0? You know what? They've stunned me. They've played well, and the Bucks have not. And Giannis has not been able to. You cannot rely on Giannis at the end of the game, which is disappointing. One of the most bizarre endings I've ever seen, but it wouldn't be the playoffs without crazy stuff. It wouldn't be 2020 without crazy stuff. You know that. Remember when Bucks were up 2-0 last year? Yeah, and Toronto came back in 4. That was insane. So I should try to break down the last minute of this game. It'll be impossible to. I just main thoughts here on the big picture takeaways from this game. Adams to the Celtics. Sure, why not? We should try to breakdown, and we'll have a tribute to Tom Seaver later. Big points of this game here. The Thunder performed better in terms of the way they shot the ball tonight. They're 46% from the field as opposed to the Rockets' 40. 47% from three as opposed to the Rockets' 34. The Rockets were a little bit better on free throws. The Thunder missed five free throws. The Rockets only missed 2. The Thunder missed, including that big free throw there at the end, which ended up not mattering, but could have made it just a little bit closer, made the decision a little bit easier there, but just goes to show they're late. Dort was the best player on the floor tonight. 30 points, 10 for 21 from the field, hitting 6 threes. So big for them, kept them in the game. And a lot of guys stepped up for the Thunder tonight. SGA, Paul, both those guys hit 19. Chris Paul, the oldest player ever to have a triple-double in a Game 7. I was so proud of him and what he was able to do. But, yeah, late, I would like to see a little bit more from him because we know that he can show up in a Game 7. We saw him do it with the Clippers against the Spurs, I think. That was brutal. And then, for the Thunder, for the Rockets, even though the Thunder had some moments tonight, yeah, Gallinari only had 4 points. That was bad. Adams could have wished a little bit more. He had 10. Schroeder was 5 for 17 from the field tonight, and he did have 12 points. But the Rockets were able to have Eric Gordon step up. He had 6 shots, 5 for 9 from 3. Westbrook, he didn't attempt a lot of threes, which I don't know what that's all about, but he did have 20 points, and that was nice. And Covington had 21 points, so you had all 3 of those guys scoring 20 points, and they were able to make up for Harden having the bad night that he did. Why do you have Giannis to the Warriors confirmed? I don't see that happening, at least not until next year. Why do you have the Magic in the finals this year? I don't. No way. Crunch time 3 beating Crunch team number 1. Yes. Frankie, thoughts on crab legs? James Winston likes them. Adams is only good for rebounding. He can't post up and he's slow. Schroeder plays like a backup man. Harden didn't miss his layups. Yeah, late in this game there were a lot of missed layups. It was frustrating. It was just like is this like Saturday at the Rec? Like it was. Did you know red meat causes cancer if it's too much? Oh, at least I don't eat red meat. Let's go Rockets. Congrats, Rennie. I'm excited for Dort. He did so well. Yes, there's a lot of potential in Dort. A weird name, but you know what? He stepped up tonight. In Game 7, you want somebody like that. Thoughts on Tommy Boy? Good movie. Chris Farley, great. That was an amazing block by Harden. That was terrific there. In that moment, in that space. I don't know if Dort would have made it. I mean, but to prevent him from even getting that shot, and then to miss the ball being thrown at him. No Schroeder took over the game for the Rockets. Yeah, okay. Hats off to OKC. Nobody gave him a chance, and they took a contender with team like Houston to a Game 7. Yeah, shout out to them. Absolutely shout out to OKC, but that's a brutal way to lose. Harden with the big-time plays when it matters the most. Yes, he was awful for most of this game. That was about as bad of a game. That was another classic bad Game 7 Harden performance. But the difference here is when it mattered the most, he stepped up. He made the 2 big plays there, the block and then the missing the ball that got him the win there. And he gets credit for that, even though he was bad for most of this game. Baisley has great upside as well, and you obviously know what SGA can do. Yes. Yeah, and there's talent with this Thunder team. It's just I feel like it's in a Western Conference that is full of talent. They're not able to get. They just need a little bit more. They need somebody else. Chris Paul, great, but they need a little bit more talent. Maybe like Dort and guys like that can develop in SGA. Maybe they can develop and get this team to a better place over the next few years. But as long as LeBron's in this Western Conference, and as long as LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Kawhi and Paul George are in this Western Conference, it's going to be hard to beat them. And then of course you have. Is CP3 staying with the Thunder? I guess I have no idea. I don't know about his contract status. Remy will be a great tennis player. No clue. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't been following U.S. Open. The point is, you can be bad for 47 minutes and 55 seconds. If you can't be good for 5 seconds when you need to be, it won't matter. Yes. You'll have guys who are like 0 for 4 in a baseball game and they hit the home run in the ninth and nobody remembers the 0 for 4. It's it's not how you start. It's how you finish. It'd be nice if you started off well, but it's all about the finish. And Harden was able to finish strong here tonight. Even though I guess he was the only person to finish strong because nobody finished strong. I'm sure I've seen worse final minutes of a game, but that was abysmal all the way around. From the shooting to the defense to the clock management to the playing, the officials, everything about that last minute and a half was insane. It last 5 minutes on, it felt like there's so many missed shots. It was just brutal to see Clippers over Nuggets in 6. I buy it there. I'll go with the Clippers here. Sorry, Jamal Murray, but Clippers are too good. Try to break down the final minute here because this took about 30 minutes. The final 2 minutes of this game. All right, so so the Rockets take a 101-99 lead. Eric Gordon blocks SGA shot. Eric Gordon has an offensive charge turnover. Rockets challenge, it stands. And then Chris Paul turnover. Eric Gordon steals it. Westbrook misses the shot. Adams rebounds it. Harden blocks Schroeder. Thunder rebound it. Schroeder misses the jumper. Rockets rebound. Chris Paul loose ball foul. Rockets have the ball. Westbrook misses the layup. Adams rebounds it. Schroeder misses the layup. Covington rebounds it. Tucker misses the 3. Covington rebounds it. He misses the 2. And then Chris Paul gets the rebound. SGA with a big 3 to give him the lead, and then go right down the court. And Tucker hits the 12-foot jump shot to give the Rockets the lead. And now it's 103-102. And then it continues to get complicated because then Schroeder misses a big 3. And then Eric Gordon tries to charge somebody. One guy hits the floor. He loses the ball. Adams recovers it. 2 guys hit the floor at the same time. Then Paul, I think, tries to charge Harden. Harden hits the floor. Paul misses the shot that would have given the Thunder the lead. And then Covington rebounds it. Timeout. Westbrook misses the layup, which, oh gosh, I'm sure people were getting ready to kill Westbrook there. And then Adams rebounds it. Thunder have the ball. They use the ball all the time. They don't call a timeout. Chris Paul tries to get the shot, but he passes it away. I guess there was just not enough guys. And then you have the Harden blocking Dort's 3, and then the rebound. Then the timeout, and then the foul on Dortz, which was a foul before that was even. And it took at first they're like, we're not going to call it, and then they called it, and then not Covington, and then Covington makes the free throw, misses the second. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking. Yeah. So Dortz fouls. I got it confused. Dortz fouls Covington. Covington makes the free throw, misses the second. So now you're like, okay, the Thunder have shots here. And then Gallinari gets fouled on that bizarre thing with Harden. I don't know what the heck happened there. He misses the free throw. Harden, on the Harden foul. Then the Thunder get the ball, chance to win the game. SGA passes it tries to pass it to Adams. Tucker steals it. Rockets win. Bizarre finish to this game. That is everything. That is the final 3.5 minutes, and I can't explain it to you. Aliens can't, try to explain that to aliens. It's impossible. Harden is just not built for the big stage. He's a great regular season player, though. Yeah, and some guys have it, some guys don't. Some guys are just, some guys like Marty Schottenheimer. Some guys are like, used to be Andy Reid, but Andy Reid's now done it in the big game. Some guys are like Dusty Baker and packing managers here, but some guys are like players. Peyton Manning was like that for a long period of time. Philip Rivers is like that. Some guys in the big moment just can't step up. Eli was able to do it in 2 seasons, but some guys can't do it. And it's unfortunate because for somebody who's great, somebody who is as great as Harden, it's sad that he doesn't have that ability yet. But he's still great though. Thunder need Kendrick Perkins back. We need to get Kendrick Perkins off TV. Oh gosh, he's so bad. Yes, I'm a Rockets fan, but I still give the Lakers to win it in 6. I agree. I predict the final score would be 105-104, so I was hoping the Thunder would make the 3. How did you predict that? That is crazy. 105-104. I would have never guessed that. What's up, David? Tough. Yes, it was tough. That last 5 minutes was tough. Eli Manning or Marlon Brando? I gotta go Eli Manning, even though I love Marlon Brando for Godfather. Yeah, give me Eli. 2 Super Bowls for the Giants. And beat the Patriots twice. And that's great wins by the Rockets over the Thunder tonight. Both teams played great tonight. I don't know if they played great. The last 5 minutes were not great. But both, it was an exciting 5 minutes. And you know what? It was not, I don't know if it was good basketball, but it was exciting basketball. And sometimes exciting basketball is not good basketball. I mean, we have to sometimes realize that sometimes good is not, or exciting is not good. Brando has better roles in The Godfather, but that's my signature role. I know he was on another movie, Apocalypse Now, and other stuff, but that's what I know him for Godfather. But okay, so how's that Bucks picks doing in the East? I don't know. I don't know who I'm picking now. Do I go? I don't know who I go with. I guess I'd go with the Celtics, but Miami's playing really well. It's tough. I'm still a believer right now that whoever wins Clippers. I'm now a believer that whoever wins Clippers Lakers is going to win the title. I feel like those are the 2 best teams now. Milwaukee's struggling. Giannis is struggling. They blew this game. Steven Adams should have cut to the basket and caught the lob, but no, he blew it. And Chris Paul should have shot the free throw. Overall, this one given, not earned. If you play that last 5 minutes 100 times, it probably goes 50-50. There's so many weird things that happen there in that last 3.5 minutes. But it is what it is. Does it take one to know one? I guess. But that was again an awful couple minutes there. And yeah, I thought Adams was gonna at the end there. I thought Adams was gonna get the ball. He didn't. Chris Paul with 10 seconds left. And the announcer said, the funny thing was, this is the moment Chris Paul said he was built for. And then Chris Paul throws the ball away. It's like, Chris, are you built for that or not? I thought he was going to cut to the rim. And then and Dort was the hottest player tonight. I just thought you would have, in that moment, you go to Chris Paul. Chris Paul has hit a game winner in a game 7 before. He did it in 2014. This guy knows what it's like. Thoughts on the Giants last night? San Francisco Giants. They scored like 20 runs. That was cool. The Heat went up 2-0 on the Bucks tonight. Yeah, Miami is really really pushing Milwaukee here. Giannis needs to be more versatile on offense. His game is one-dimensional. I doubt he gets the MVP. Yeah, I've heard a lot of that. He said last year, I was like, I gotta work on my shot. And it's still a struggle. And we killed Ben Simmons for years for not shooting threes. Giannis is at least trying. Giannis is at least trying to make threes and trying to attempt shots. But it's not working for him. He needs to learn his outside game. If he can learn that, he is going to be unstoppable, I feel like. But yeah, I don't know. He might get the MVP though. He might get the MVP. That was close between him and LeBron. Hey Frankie, do Aaron Judge and Joe Judge have lunch together? No. San Francisco Giants and New York Giants as well. I'm just going to give the Rockets another try with Paul and Westbrook this way. It was one shot away from one of those teams making a mistake. Yes. And you look back, and now you could say, oh, the Rockets did a good thing. But yeah, one shot away, and that changes. I don't know what you talk about with the Greek Freak. Milwaukee could still win in 7 or 6. Absolutely, Milwaukee could still win in 7 or 6. But are you confident in that right now? Or again, they can. It's just, what have I seen in the last 2 games that would make me think Milwaukee's going to win the series? They've got to prove to me something tomorrow. No, I'm sorry. They got to prove to me something Friday. They have to prove to me something then that they're a legitimate contender here. I haven't seen anything in the last 2 games that would make me think, all right, these guys are gonna contend. I mean, especially the way they lost today. Just the team just choking down the stretch. They've really got to prove it to me, and they have not done that yet. Bucks will win because of the Lopez brothers, and you know it. I mean, I like the Lopez brothers, but I feel like if the Bucks are gonna win, it's because of Giannis. Giannis has to step up here. And again, as I said, the honeymoon is worn off for Giannis. People are done with Giannis now. People are getting sick of Giannis, and people are starting to turn on him. Do you think the Rockets can actually do anything versus the Lakers? Will Westbrook show up? I feel like they'll make it interesting. They'll have one game, I feel like, where Harden and Westbrook both go off. Will Westbrook show up? I say yes. For at least one game. I think there's one game where they'll both go off, and LeBron and AD, there'll be something off in that game. But other than that, I think the Lakers win this series. The Lakers have more time off, and the Rockets struck. And again, Harden and Westbrook, so many times they're inconsistent. Thoughts on the guy who made the I like to move it. Oh, yeah, that guy. I don't know his name. Sorry, that terrible eulogy, but he was, sad. I love that song. Big part of Madagascar. I like to move it. I agree, Milwaukee can come back and win the series versus the Heat. They can, but it's not whether or not you can, it's whether or not they will. They can. Yeah, sure. Anything's possible. In this year, anything's possible. I just think, will they? They need to convince me more over these last 2 games. They need to convince me they're going to do it. Did Tim Legler move to Washington, D.C. to be with Scott Van Pelt? If that's true, that's really cool. That Tim Legler was like, I'm going to move to Washington. Or maybe he just like, I guess the walk between Bristol and D.C. Is it that far? Maybe, I don't know. Rockets, baby. Yes. Congrats, Morris. Congrats to you guys on Houston. Who do you have coming out of the East? Right now, Boston, I think, but it's not close. I'm not convinced of that right now. Milwaukee is. That was my pick from regular season on, and they have really let me down here the last 2 games. That game was close. Yes, we're all talking about it. That was a barn burner right to the end. If Boston wins tomorrow, it's a wrap for Toronto. Yes, I agree. If 3-0, I mean, it's never happened in NBA history. And the Raptors don't have a superstar. They don't have Kawhi back. Heat been saying Heat. I mean, the last 2 games, they'd been a hot team coming into this. The Heat had played really well in the last few weeks before in the seeding games. They've been really heating up, no pun intended. And I said that it's shown in the first series, and it's shown here in this series with Milwaukee. Let's go Rockets. All right, let's see. There's a couple series that could end here. Celtics and the Heat series both could end very rapidly here. If something bad, Celtics and Heat can both end very poorly in the next few. If Game 3, if both of them go to if Game 3 goes to the Celtics and the Heat, then I feel like those series are done, and there'll be a lot of questions for both Toronto. I guess not Toronto. It's like I didn't expect Toronto to get this far. I thought Toronto was going to be back in the middle of the pack. Toronto really impressed me this year. They've really improved, but I feel like they're still missing a superstar. Who do you have going to the finals right now? It changes every day. I give the edge to the Lakers in the West, but it's not confident. And in the East, I've got nothing. You got to give me more time on that. Again, I had Milwaukee for the longest time. I stayed on Milwaukee. I'm like, nobody's taking on Milwaukee. And now, after these last 2 games, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm really... What is happening to this team? What is happening? And I guess Giannis is just one-dimensional. I guess that's one of the big problems there. And maybe Milwaukee needs another star to compete with them. Agree, Toronto needs to win tomorrow night, or it's a wrap for the Raptors. Yes. Can't be down 3-0. Not in this series, not in this. You can't be down 3-0. Gotta improve. Gotta be better. I haven't caught the baseball today at all. I haven't caught much of it either, although the Yankees lost. The every home run video will come out later tonight, but it's not gonna be for a while since I've been busy on some others today. Let's just fast forward to Heat Celtics conference final. That's gonna be a great match if it happens. No, don't fast forward it. Let's enjoy the rest of this playoffs. Let's enjoy. And the first round, by the way, is finally over. The first round is over. What a great first round it was. Very enjoyable. A lot of great. Michael Jordan has a gambling addiction. Oh, Michael Jordan's on DraftKings now. Yeah, if he has a gambling, yeah, he always had it. He always had it. But he has a lot of money, so I think he's fine for now. Even if he gambles away all of his money, he'll still have a billions back. He's making a lifetime contract with Nike. What's up, Blake Nona? Good to see you. By the way, I should point out, if you are new to this channel and you like what you see, make sure you subscribe down below for more content just like this every single day about basketball, about baseball, coming up about football tomorrow morning. Get up, get ready. NFL Week 1 predictions. We're picking all those games tomorrow, so get ready for that. We have NFL videos coming out soon. We have all the baseball home run videos. We have the NBA buzzer beaters videos. That's coming out tomorrow as well. So many other things we got right now with the NBA and just so many compilations that we're working on. The Astros went over the Rangers tonight 2-1. Oh, good for Houston. At least they're winning as opposed to my Yankees who can't beat Tampa to save their life. So all those videos are coming out. We are a rapidly growing channel. We are at 5,080 subscribers last time I checked, and my computer froze. Oh, wait, it didn't. Hold on. Is it still at 5,080? I gotta check. It's still at 5,081. So if you guys want to help that, we are trying to get to 6,000. So the channel has been really growing again here over the last few weeks. And it's a special thanks to you guys for supporting us, and hope you guys can keep it up. Tell your friends. Bucks have a new running back, Leonard Fournette. Might be a stacked team this year. Brady, Fournette, who knows about Fournette, and Gronk. Astros. I don't hate the Astros anymore. Yankees done this year. The Yankees aren't done. There's a lot of injuries, but if they can get those guys back, don't count out the Yankees. We should talk a little bit about Tom Seaver. Passed away at 75, battling, I believe it was Alzheimer's. I'm not 100% sure about that, so don't quote me on that. The greatest Met of all time. 3 Cy Young Awards with the Mets. 300 wins. World champion. The best player in Mets history. It's not even close. No one was more meaningful or impactful for the Mets than him over that period of time. An absolute legend. A great guy, and everybody loved him. Everybody loved playing with him. Just a total legend, and just a dynamic pitcher, like one of the top pitchers of all time. 300 wins, obviously, and just a total Met legend, and the best Met of all time. And it's sad to see him go. Frankie, do your eyes hurt? No, sometimes like I'll be fidgety. Like, I have nervous tics, and one of the nervous tics is sometimes I'll blink my eyes like that. My eyes don't hurt. I would tell you guys if something hurt, but no, my eyes don't hurt. It's just a nervous tic. Sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't. So, Dodgers. Yeah, I don't hate the Dodgers either. Strawberry. No, it's Seaver. I mean, Strawberry had more natural talent, or maybe I don't know. Strawberry had a lot of talent. I shouldn't have said that. Strawberry had a lot of talent, but Seaver was able to do it over a long period of time. Strawberry, it went away because of all the drugs. R.I.P. though. Absolutely R.I.P. Dodgers winning it. I have nervous tics as well. Yeah, the nervous tics are bad, but you just gotta ignore them. Rays again. Yeah, the Rays, man. They just kill us. He's crying. Frankie feels the hurt. When the Rays. I'm not crying. No, I did do a rant. I did do a little bit of reaction, which you guys can check out on the channel. I did do a little reaction to this, but I'm not crying here. But it is what it is. DeGrom over Cole. I agree with you there. I love Cole. But yeah, DeGrom's better. DeGrom's been better, and that's fine. Like, Cole can still be a great New York pitcher, but yeah, DeGrom's better, and that's But Cole is on a team that looks like it's going to compete for a title maybe, and DeGrom I don't think is. The Mets stink. DeGrom is just a great player on a bad team, which is sad for him. I could see the Yankees winning it over the Dodgers. I absolutely could too, but we got a month here to go and see how these teams play out. We got about 6-7 more minutes here, guys. So if you guys have any comments here, continue to let us in here. Thank you all for joining us. Like, a lot of people here. Man, we lost a few greats this week. John Thompson too. Yeah, John Thompson. Yeah, a lot of legends. Chadwick Boseman died too. Luke Olson. Like, just a lot of legends. And who knows? There's going to be more death in 2020 because this is the year of death. So, but. A lot of very, very sad time right now in the world, and a lot of death, unfortunately. But hopefully we can make it through this year. Hopefully we can all make it through this year. The Rock said he had COVID the past 2 weeks. Yeah, The Rock had COVID. Does he still have it? I have no idea if he still had it. Shout out to The Rock. Hope he's doing all right, and his whole family. Hope he's recovered from it. But yeah, that's brutal. Then that's who I think is going to the World Series: Yankee versus Dodgers. I'd probably agree with you there, but I got to see the Yankees be healthy though. Although I might go with the Braves because. I don't trust the Dodgers though in the postseason. As I've said, I've stopped trusting them. Chris Paul right now is doing a press conference. He's got the mask up. He's putting his head down. Just devastating for him at this age. Thought he might be past it, but no. The Rock. That's why I think he's going to the World Series. The Rock is getting over it. Astros have entered the chat. Yeah. Oh, well, good to hear the Rock is getting over it. I love the Rock. Huge star. So we got about 5 more minutes here, guys. We got a couple more videos tomorrow. We have the Every Home Run video coming out tonight. We have the Buzzer Beater video that comes out also tomorrow. We have the NFL predictions week 1. The Kobe Bryant death was the toughest blow for diehard hoops fans. Yes, that was an awful thing. It was just horrible for everybody involved. And I miss him. I really, he was a legend, and it was just sad. It was the first sign that this year was going to be bad. Thoughts on Alex Jones? I think he's a crazy person, and that's not really political to me. I just think when you have conspiracy theories like that, I just think you're a crazy person. I don't think, again, that's not political. It's not right. It's just, he's a nutso. I mean, the stuff with the high school, the Sandy Hook, it's just pitiful. But I also feel like he might just be doing all that for attention. And if he is, congratulations, he's got it. We do have to ask one thing. Chris Paul has been on so many teams. I like the guy, but how many times has he got? A lot of teams. He had the Hornets, then the Clippers, then the Rockets, and now the Thunder. So 4, and no championships. AD better go off and drop 30. Anything less is bad. Yes, I do agree. He's got to step up here in the playoffs to help along LeBron. Nationals are bottom. Told you all it was a fluke. It's fine. Whatever. The Astros would definitely compete. I think so too. Eventually. I know it's stupid as it sounds. I just wonder what Kobe would say about all this. I sometimes wonder too. I feel like Kobe would be able to calm us down a little bit, but unfortunately he was taken. Although this is a terrible, horrible thing to say. I am sad that Kobe was gone, but Kobe got out of here before the world got bad. I know it's a terrible thing to say, and I wish Kobe was still alive, but he got out of here before things. He got out before things got a lot bad. He got out before things got worse. I hope I said that in a respectful way. It's just, I want to go back. I've talked about writing a movie in which somebody wakes up on at the end of the year, wakes up on January 1st, and has to do everything over again, at December 31st, he goes to bed, he wakes up, it's January 1st of 2020, and he has to try to stop all the terrible things from happening. But there's some lesson along the way about some moral, and then eventually it's something that's messed up, and so then he goes back to sleep December 31st, wakes up again on January 1st, and he just decides to buy Zoom stock. That is the beginning, middle, and end of it. I don't have all the details yet, but that is the beginning, middle, and end of it. I don't know if it's a comedy or black drama. It's a weird idea. Everything this year. Yeah, man. Yeah, I hope this year can get better. It's not going to get any better. We have an election coming up in a few weeks. 2 months. Things are going to get a lot worse. High-fiving Morris. I'm looking forward to football season starting soon. Yeah, a week away. I'm excited about that. I'm still looking forward to that as well. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really getting pumped up for it now. I hope the Kobe thing I said wasn't it. I hope that Kobe's a piece of sleep and doesn't have to worry about anything. Okay, thank you, Ranch. That's what I'm sad that he's gone. But that's what I meant to say. That I was trying to say it in a respectful way. Hopefully nobody took offense to that. Love Kobe and never want to disrespect him. I know what you mean. Kobe's in peace and sleep and doesn't have to worry about anything. Yes, he's accomplished so much. It's just his daughter dying and all the kids. Yeah, the daughter dying. That's rough. That's sad. Because she had so much more to do. Yeah, and the other kids dying. That's really horrible as well. Think about one last thing. Game 1 in both last series are going to be the tale of two teams. You can't put together 2 different types of teams in 2 series. Yeah. It's going to be 2 very different teams, very interesting teams, and very interesting series we got going here for both of these teams. So, yeah, Lakers, shut up, you don't know sports. I agree, I don't know sports. Jake, you are 100% right. I don't know anything about sports. I'm a complete moron. But I love doing this, so, at least there's that. No faith in the Clippers or Jazz. Yeah, I have faith in the Clippers, not in the Jazz, though. The Jazz aren't even in this anymore. Speaking of The Rock, I heard that he bought the XFL. He bought a big portion of the XFL. I don't know if that's going to do anything. I don't see the XFL opening back up. You think schools should open knowing how unpredictable this virus is? I think it's a state-by-state situation. I think in states like Florida and states like the states where it's really bad, obviously they should not. But in states like New Jersey or states that are doing much better, cool, my guy. Okay, thank you, Jake. I'm glad we were able to come. I'm not here to spread hatred. I'm here to spread peace and happiness. Because that's what we need right now, a little peace and happiness. I think we all want to be asleep forever at some point. Imagine living forever. There needs to be an ending to everything. Yeah. Heaven sounds nice, though. Yes, there have been times when I want an ending to everything. But like, yeah, when I heard like, it's heaven, so I guess there can't be too much anger about it. I have thought about like what is it like if there's no ending to anything, like there has to be an ending to something. But then eventually my brain breaks and I stop thinking about it. That's how I get nightmares at night. So I don't know about school. School it's a state by state basis. Thoughts on gay marriage? Sure, whatever. It's fine. People live, I guess. It is what it is. I don't really care anymore what people do as long as it's not illegal. Whatever, fine. See, that's how much I have faith in them. It's the Clippers versus the Nuggets. Game 1 Friday. Get your popcorn. Oh yeah, man. Let's go. Game 1. Here we go. I'm ready. And then we got all these games tomorrow. Depending on what you believe in. I just believe it's like before we were born, after death. I think. Just me. Sorry. Now, yeah. I have come at peace with the fact that if there's no afterlife, if there's no heaven, I'm totally okay with it because we were dead. For a million of years we weren't alive. And it would just be like that. It would just be we wouldn't even know we were alive. So, either we get to live eternity in heaven, or it's an eternity of nothingness. And it's just like we were born. So either way, the only thing I'm worried about is hell. That's the only thing I don't want to deal with hell. That sounds unpleasant. But heaven or nothing is pretty peaceful to me. We're getting deep here on the show. Well, because we're all going to die anyway in the next few months. I thought it'd be something that when the asteroid hits us eventually. Depending on Lakers Celtics finals, that would be that'd probably be a moneymaker final. That'd be the big one in terms of attention. But I don't know if it might. Although now it looks like it might be the series that we might get because if the Bucks lose, it's Celtics Heat probably, and Celtics might be the best team. So who knows? Giannis the choke artist. Now it is late in his late in games, but and I don't know if I want to go that far though yet. He's still a great player. I'm a diehard Clippers fan. Congrats, man, on the success so far. And we'll see if you can get past Denver. We aren't going to know we're dead, so it won't matter. Exactly. Either we'll be in heaven and it'll be peaceful, or we won't know we're dead, and that's also peaceful to me. When I was younger, it used to scare me a lot, but now I've become more at ease about it. I've become much more at ease about the situation and everything. When is Game 1 between the Rockets and the Lakers? I think it's tomorrow. No, it's Friday. Game 1's Friday because they're not going to play tomorrow. So Game 1's Friday. Mental toughness is the key to succeed in life. Yes. Yeah. Mental. Yeah. That's why I try to be calm and I don't let things get to me. I try not to let anything get to me because, I know it could have a lot worse. Friday. Yeah. Thoughts on Joey Diaz? Is that guy on Joe Rogan's show? Whatever. I don't really know much about him. Thank you, and I think the Clippers will beat the Nuggets. I think so too. See you after Game 1. Yeah, I'll see you there too. Lakers Rockets. I think the Lakers won that, but it'll be a fun series to watch. It'll be a fun series to talk about and discuss. Either way, no matter what happens with the Rockets, no matter what happens with the Rockets, I think it'll be a very, very interesting series. Whether Westbrook or Harden show up or not, I think you can't miss it. And yes, I'm so happy to give a Hakeem 94 reference to a Knicks fan. Oh yeah, I noticed that. I still try to think what's more painful: 93. Losing on the 4 blocks in a row in Game 5, the 94, and then 95 where you had Reggie hit 8 points in 8 seconds and you missed the layup at the end. I'm lashing out. Lashing out at what? Don't lash out at me. So what NBA games are on tomorrow night? 95 Rockets or 03 Spurs? Probably 95 Rockets, but it's close. The 03 Spurs were pretty good too. Robinson at the end of his career. Tim Duncan, starting to really get into it. There's no lock. It's close. Here it is. Raptors Celtics tomorrow at 6:30 and Nuggets Clippers at 9. Both of those games on TNT. We'll be live after the Nuggets Clippers game, so we'll be live after that. Clippers Nuggets Raptors Celtics. Jake has built up. I don't know Jake, so I won't. Meditate, Jake. Meditate, relax, let it flow. Yeah. So you guys have any more questions for me, or we have a lot of people right now in the chat. So if you guys have any more questions for me, please let me know. So that we can either wrap this up or we'll get going. But thank you guys so much for watching these and doing these. This has been a very fun playoffs. Talking with you guys every single night about the NBA, about the NFL, about whatever, and having deep life conversations. And who knows what the future holds. I say the Clippers will take Game 1 and the Raptors better win, or they're in trouble otherwise. Yes. I don't know if the Clippers have to win Game 1. They should win Game 1 though. And the Raptors, yes, they need to win. Sometimes I just think Western humans worship another human being. For example, LeBron or Brady, although they have fame, they're humans just like us. Yeah, I don't understand human worship. I mean, religious worship is one thing, but like actual human worship. I guess Jesus Christ was a human being, but then he was God. Okay. But no, in terms of like, yeah, there's no human being. It's like politics. There's no political person who I would sit there and put a. There's no political candidate that I would sit there and I would buy their signs and like tweet all the support and go out and fundraise for and like put their yard sign in my yard in my lawn. There's no one I would do that for because I don't worship politicians. As I've said, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm an American, and I'm America first. So that's the team I'm on. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. That is an amazing movie. It is so bad, but The Room is incredible. 95 Rockets. Hakeem ran over that hole and we had that posted. Yeah, and then he destroyed the Magic in that series. I agree. 14 were better than the other Spurs teams. What is it? Is the 14 Spurs team the best? It's close. It's up there. 14 Spurs. Kawhi Leonard is a beast in the postseason. Yes, especially in the postseason. He turns it up another level. I don't support Trump or Biden. Fine, you have a red shirt. No, it's just a red shirt. It's just a red shirt. Although I will say this, I do actually have. I know I said I wouldn't buy, but I actually did buy from a website because I like to collect. So as part of a collection, I did buy Trump and Biden yard signs and buttons. I bought both of them. Just a nice collection thing to have, and it's just fun. So I went to I bought all of them for 2016. I bought there were 20 candidates, and I bought all their buttons. And so I would go to like a youth group, and I would wear all my buttons on my shirt, and I looked like the biggest dork. But also it was hilarious. Think of the 14 Spurs bench as well as all the threes they hit that year. Yes. That 14 Spurs team. Danny Green just going off. No, it was 13. Yeah, Green. They were crazy in that 14 series, and Patty Mills as well. Of course, and Duncan Ginobili, Leonard, and Kawhi. Or Duncan Ginobili, Parker. I got a red shirt. Awesome, man. Kobe 24. Kobe 24 ever. Best record as well as being the big three. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. No, this is just a nice red shirt. There's no. It might even be orange. It might even be orange in a different light. It's like one of those it's red, orange. I don't know. Depends. I think it's orange or whatever. Live tweet, man. I don't tweet yet. Maybe one day if I have enough. If I'll get past a certain amount, I'll start to live tweet. But yeah, right now I don't tweet yet. But maybe one day, because I know Twitter is the worst. I keep hearing how awful Twitter is. Vince Scully joined Twitter, which I love, but I'm like, Vin, you're going to hate it here. I hope somebody's running Vince Scully's Twitter account so he doesn't see the awful things. And here's the thing, 95% of the people love Vince Scully. Or 99% love Vince Scully. So he's probably going to be fine, but do not get involved. Don't tweet stuff out. Don't put out political opinions. Just stay the course. Frankie, the fight I got in the party last night was over Trump as well. How stupid. Alcohol and politics don't miss. Exactly. Yeah, don't combine the two. Alcohol, politics, and guns also don't mix. Politics and guns definitely don't mix. America was fun. America was a good idea. We had a nice, and it's going to come to an end in a couple months. And no matter who wins, it's going to end because we are in for a lot of riots after this thing ends. No matter who wins, we are in for riots. And it'll be. I'm wondering if there was a second civil war. Again, I'm not hoping this, but I've been thinking a lot about it recently. I'm really thinking it might happen. If there's a second civil war, would they stop sports? I would think they would stop it. Now there was no sports going on during the first civil war, but during the second civil war, would they stop it? I would imagine they would, because it'd just be like our country would be in total chaos at this point. They stopped it during. They stopped some sports during World War, but not like this. So I don't know. I hope YouTube doesn't take this video down now for some sort of we're not talking things really seriously. We're having fun here. We'll probably get the Battle of Los Angeles in the Western Conference. And again, the thing I was disappointed about, I wanted to see Lakers Clippers in the Staples Center for 7 games, and we're not going to get that. So that's one disappointment. We got about a minute left here. If you guys have any final comments or final questions here, please throw them out so that we can either keep going or we can stop. Great win tonight for the Rockets in 7, pulling that off over Oklahoma City. If there's a civil war, we need to wear the old uniforms again. Yeah. If there's a civil war, it's all going to happen in an airport. Captain America Civil War weapons. That's when we got introduced to Buck. We got introduced to Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther in Captain America Civil War, and he was great in that movie. I'm not looking forward to that. To potential support. So you guys have any comments? You guys any questions? If not, we'll wrap things up. Congrats to the Rockets. One of the worst ends to a basketball game I've ever seen, but the Rockets were able to pull it out, beat the Thunder. Paul is blaming Scott Foster. Oh, come on. Do not blame Scott Foster. Scott Foster was people considering anti-Rockets. So you're going to say he's anti... Oh, gosh. Stop it. Joe Mixon or Josh Jacobs? I guess Josh Jacobs, but yeah, don't take my word for it. Do you do fantasy football? No. I've said this. I don't do fantasy football. I'm all, if people want to do it, fine. I don't have the time right now. Like, if you guys look at the things I'm working on right now, I'm working on like 10 different videos right now. So I do not have time to do fantasy football. It's just not something I can do. Frankie, what's your social? No, I can't do my social. If I ever did it, I might do like a public Twitter account. But yeah, I'm not. Yeah, if I have social, it's private right now. So I'm not. It's only for like close friends. So yeah, no, I can't do it. But yeah, I don't do fantasy football. It's just, again, it's way too much work. I'm between college and this show and all the videos I'm working on. I just don't have the time to do it. I think the Nuggets will be tired against the Clippers. I think so too. I think the Nuggets will. Whoa, that was I said Nuggers. I was close there for a second. When you said that word Nuggets, you got to make sure that you use all the syllables, because then you might be getting canceled. I think they'll be a little bit worn out here. I just think the Clippers are a better team, but the Clippers are a better overall team than the Nuggets. So, thoughts on Big Pun? I don't know what that is. Oh gosh, I'm in trouble here. I'm Googling it now. Don't know any of this stuff. We got about 4 or 5 minutes here. Oh, rapper? Oh, okay. Oh, he died when he was 29 or 28. That's unfortunately a lot of rappers passed away at such a young age. I thought I was watching Sopranos when you said that. Yeah, that show. He was in that guy killed 17 Czechoslovakians. He was an interior decorator. Oh, that's an amazing show. Go Texans, absolutely, man. Frankie is it? No, I do not have a Tinder. No, I do not have a Tinder. By the way, why would anyone use a Tinder right now? You can't meet too many people. COVID. So, I hope Tinder's went down. Zoom has gone up, Tinder down. I'm not interested in it. Big Pun in that song, I'm not a player, I just crush a lot. I don't know if I've heard that song. Texans versus Chiefs is the kickoff game this year. And that's going to be, I think, a really good game. Chiefs are big favorites in that game. I'm looking forward to watching it. It's been a while since we've watched football. I can't wait for this year. I don't know what live streams we're going to do for that. I don't know if we're going to do NBA or NFL. It depends on what game is on. But I might have to do Texans Chiefs for that one. It might just be too addicting. Rockets lost the last 4 previous elimination games until tonight when they beat the Thunder. Nas or Jay-Z? How for me? Jay-Z. It's Jay-Z for me. Nas is really good, but to me, Jay-Z, he's obviously a big New York guy. I don't like what he's cheating on Beyonce. I think that's unforgivable. But I think his talent, his mic skills, Empire State of Mind is a fantastic rap song. So many other 99 Problems. He's just a beautiful rapper. I know it's a weird thing to say, but his rapping skills are. You can just stream for nothing. Why? This is a lighthearted, fun stream. We don't do serious, depressing streams around here. No, I'm not interested. Yeah, how do you cheat on Beyonce? That's like unforgivable. Like, I don't like to rate women on like 1 to 10 scales, but Beyonce is clearly a 10. In every measure, she's a 10. How do you cheat on a 10? Like, when you cheat on a 10, you should just go in the corner for the rest of your life. I was hoping she'd divorce him. I feel like this is a Zoom call because of the interaction. Oh yeah, it's weird. I have not tried Zoom yet, but you know what? Yeah, I like this. I like talking to all you guys. That's what I like about doing that. I love commenting to all you guys, everything you guys say. Love interacting with you guys. It's fun. All right, so we got anything else here? We got about again a minute and 15 seconds here. So again, if you guys have any comments here, final thoughts. When is the NFL? Yeah, the NFL kickoff game is September 10th. It is next Thursday. So we are a week away. As of now, it's September 3rd. We are a week away from the NFL season starting, and I can't believe it's here. And we'll be doing thoughts on Billy Bob. Billy Bob Thornton, great actor, really good in Friday Night Lights. Just a really solid, talented actor. Maybe if there's another Billy Bob I'm thinking of, then apologies there. But yeah. Anything else there, guys? If not, then we'll wrap things up. Always doing these. There's a plane right now going over the. I haven't heard planes in a while. Sling Blade, no idea what that is. But yeah, thank you guys again for doing these, for being part of these. I've always enjoyed doing stuff with you guys. And yeah, this Rockets Thunder game tonight was not great. Jimmy Bucket's top 10. Is Butler a top 10 player right now in the NBA? Oh boy, hold on. Wait, what is Sling Blade? Oh, it's a film. I haven't seen that one. I gotta see a little bit more of these movies. That's what he got nominated for? Oh, he got nominated for an Oscar for that. Okay, he won for Best Writing. Gosh, I should know this. I've seen other Billy Bob movies, but yeah, I don't know about that. Asked you about 9/11 and a point out. Yeah, it's weird. That's weird timing. Sling Blade is one of the best movies ever. Okay, I gotta watch Sling Blade now. Crazy, all these sports going on at the same time. Yes, that's the thing. Like, another reason why I'm so busy is that there's baseball, basketball, football. I'm not going to be able to watch college sports this year because I'm so busy with the other 3 sports. The next month is going to be crazy because we have baseball wrapping up, we have football wrapping up, and now we have we have baseball wrapping up, we have basketball wrapping up, and now we have football starting. We're going to be so busy for the next month, and I'm not going to be able to watch the NHL. Even if the Islanders made it to the Stanley Cup Finals, I couldn't watch it. It's just there's so much. I don't have enough time. That's the problem. It's Billy Bob Thornton playing him. You wouldn't even recognize him. No, I recognize him. I recognize. It's a. I feel like back that in the 90s that was a big thing. No, yeah, that looked like Billy Bob Thornton. I feel like in the 90s there was that thing where you would have actors who would like take a mental, like have some sort of disability and would help your Oscar chances. Like Tom Cruise in Rain Man. Tom Hanks. He's great in Forrest Gump, but yeah, Jodie Foster and Nell. Like there's a couple of those movies. Saturday Night was how many times Scott Forster screwed over Hard Invest against CP3. Yeah, way too many. You can't count that. Favorite horror movies. Watch After Hours as well. Okay, don't forget about hockey too, Frankie. I can't forget about hockey. What's my favorite underrated Martin movie? Yeah, I love one of my maybe the most underrated Martin movie to me is was it King of New York? That was based off the Joker. Like that was a very underrated. But he's great. I mean, I don't think Martin's ever made a bad movie. What's his worst movie? Like, people say Gangs of New York, and even that movie's not that bad. Favorite horror movie? I don't really like horror movies. I mean, a weird thing, The Blair Witch Project to me is one of my favorites, even though it's not. I don't know if it's a great movie, but it captures the mood of being scared. The Shining, even again, I don't like blood, I don't like gore, but The Shining's really good. An all-time performance from Jack. There's a couple others, but there's some good horror movies out there. Halloween is really good. I just noticed you talking something like Scorsese, and I can't get it off my head. I can't do a Scorsese impression. I can't do it. Do not say that about Goodfellas. Goodfellas is one of like the 5 best movies ever made. Goodfellas is movie perfection from minute 1 on. It is great performances, a fantastic score, the cinematography in that movie, the way he, like when they go into the Copacabana restaurant, and the way he like the Steadicam behind him is perfect movie making. Oh gosh, Goodfellas is amazing. And Goodfellas gave us an annoying Karen before annoying Karens existed. So perfect. You look like a Thunder fan. I'm not a Thunder fan. I'm actually a Knicks fan, so I hate myself. Goodfellas is great. It's just cliche now. That's fair. Godfather. No, we agree that Godfather. Like, if I'm ranking mob movies, and I need you guys. Maybe you guys can ask this. What are the 4 greatest mob movies? Because it's Godfather 1, 2. Switch them. Those are 1, 2. Goodfellas is 3. I don't know what before. Like, you probably have to think of something else. Godfather. Yeah, Godfather is the best. I don't like 3. 3 is not awful, but incest. That's all you need to know. Scarface. Yeah, Scarface. NFL will still be popular in the ratings because people that don't have cable get to watch football too. That's a fair point, but I think, well, people like, I guess there are still people out there that are going to watch football, but there's so many things to compete with it right now. Casino Script is better. Casino's good. Casino is good. There were some parts I didn't like. I don't know if the De Niro, Sharon Stone story was great, but maybe I have to give it another chance. She's good. It's just I just don't know if I'd buy those 2 ending up together, but that might just be my bias. And it's a good movie. I just don't know if it's not in the Godfather Goodfellas company, but it's good. Casino is good, and it's nice to have the band back there. I love Rickles in it for short periods, and De Niro and Pesci are great in it. And I really like The Irishman. De Niro, Pacino, and Pesci. I mean, that got no awards at the Academy Awards, which was sad about. But those are some of the great. And then Scorsese directing. It's just like, gosh. All right, so we got about a minute left here. You guys have any final comments, here, guys? Any questions? Frankie G for Goodfella. No, that's not. No, that's not what it's for. All my life, I've wanted to be a gangster. Oh my gosh. Frankie Gotti, the worst mob movie of all time. That is, to me, that is the worst mob movie ever. Oh, Bronx Tale, by the way. Bronx Tale is good. It has some. I'm sorry, but Irishman should have been. What, you wanted another baptism scene? You wanted another of that? Oh. Yeah, Irishman's great. That's one problem in Irishman is I can't watch it too often because it's way too long. That is the one problem. I feel like I could have cut some more stuff out of it. But it is what it is. Netflix wanted Marty to make their movie, and they're like, all right, we'll let you do whatever you want. And it's a good movie. Again, it's a very good movie. Gotti and the Al Capone with Hardy. Sure. No, Gotti's the worst one. Gotti is abysmal. John Travolta, Kelly Preston, God rest your soul. But that movie it is an editing nightmare. It's 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Rockets are going to put a hit on the Lakers. Nah, I don't see that. I think they'll win a game, but I think the Lakers are just too good. And Rockets are very inconsistent. People say Hardy's the modern day Brando. I don't know about that. I like Tom Hardy. I really do. I mean, he can play a role like Al Capone, or he could play a role like Mad Max. Like he definitely has a lot of player Untouchables. De Niro played Capone. Kevin Costner repped. Untouchables is good too. Again, there's a lot of good movies out there. Yeah, Costner's good. De Niro, De Niro and Pacino both great actors. I think we were gonna get a De Niro DiCaprio movie, I think this year or next year. And unfortunately, I don't know if we're gonna get that. Stella! I think about Seinfeld as well with that. Lakers fans wanted OKC to win the series, bro. I get that. Hardy was awesome in The Drop with Gandolfini. Yeah, he's a really good. I'm not taking away. He's obviously a great actor. I just don't know. I consider is he the best? I'm trying to think who's the best actor of that kind of generation. I thought Philip Seymour Hoffman was an amazing actor because he could do so many different roles, and he was one of the number one. Just I'm going to do so many. I'm going to play a character for 5 minutes, and you're going to remember it because I'm just going to blow everybody off the screen. Yes, we are. Marty's directing it as well. Oh, Leo's not overrated. Leo's great. Leo's a terrific actor. He was great on Growing Pains. On Growing Pains, you could tell this kid's going to be special. He's blowing everybody off the screen there too. And then Titanic and all the other, and finally wins for The Revenant. I didn't think The Revenant was his best performance, but I was glad he finally won it for Revenant. I thought he was better in The Departed. I thought he was better in a couple other movies. I thought he was better in Wall Street. He was great in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The movie with Joaquin is amazing. Philip Seymour. Yeah. Again, Seymour's great. Joaquin, amazing actor as well. I'm glad he finally won his Oscar for Joker. I feel like Chadwick Boseman, if he kept going, I feel like he would have won an Oscar eventually. I don't know for what, obviously, but I feel like he was just one of those guys that just had all that talent. I was listening. You weren't even around for Growing Pains. No, yeah, but my sisters, they watched it recently, and yeah, he was. I watched some of those old shows. I watched some of those. I watched Growing Pains. I've seen Full House. Seinfeld is my favorite sitcom of all time. Friends. I've seen all the the iconics. Not Cosby Show. Cosby Show's available for very little money on. I think it might be available for free. It's a good show, but yeah, it's you guys need to watch What's Eating Gilbert Grape. His amazing performances there, amazing. Yeah, again, he's a terrific actor. Hey Frankie, you gonna see Black Adam movie with The Rock? I don't think so. I don't know about that. Tenet's coming out isn't Tenet coming out tomorrow or Friday? Tenet's coming out. Yeah, Morris. Yeah, you and I. Seinfeld, best sitcom ever. That and Curb Your Enthusiasm is really good too. But Seinfeld to me was just perfect time. So many great characters. Imagine how much even greater James Dean could have been if he had lived longer. Yeah, that would have been sad. Frankie has Kramer energy. I gotta walk through the door. Hey, Jerry. Kramer was fantastic. Giddy up. Yeah, there's a lot of actors again. Dean, Ledger, Boseman. There's so many actors you're just man. And Hoffman too. Hoffman was. Ken doesn't look good to me. Not my type of movie. I mean, it's Nolan. Nolan's never made a bad film for me. So, and I'll see how it is. But I'm more of a George. I get you, man. I am Costanza, Lord of the Idiots, King of Queens. That's a great show. That's a great show too with Kevin James. And then they brought that woman back on his second. And then he had his second show. What was it, Kevin Can Wait? And they brought that woman back. It was just abysmal. But I like Kevin James in some stuff, but not. I wish I liked him. That Happy Madison group of guys, or that Happy Madison. Yeah, Nolan is so. Dunkirk. No one's good. Nolan is a really Dunkirk is a great movie. It's well shot, well directed. I don't know if I would have liked the linear thing, but he's a good director. He's never made a bad film to me. Kramer and George are both very funny. Jason Alexander never won an Oscar for Seinfeld, and I never got that. He may have been the best character. His charm and the way he was, it's weird to say charm, but the way he would deliver those lines, he was so funny. His character was just amazing. Just how angry he would get. The way he would deliver lines, he was a special performer. My favorite George moment is the marine biologist at the end. The sea was angry that day, my friends. The performance in that. and he pulls up the title list. It's iconic. That again, that to me is Morris sounds like a Fight Club kind of guy. Fight Club, good movie too. Fight Club, really good. Yeah, Pitt and Norton. Speaking of Norton, favorite Edward Norton movie? Rounders. I know he's not number one in that, but yeah, Rounders is awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of good actors. There's a lot of good movies out there. There's very few movies. The worst movie I ever saw in the theater, I saw Daddy Day Camp in the theater when I was like 9, and I saw it for free because we were at a camp. I saw it for free and I felt ripped off. It was the worst movie I've ever seen. Fight Club is so. Morris. I love Tarantino too. Tarantino. Pulp Fiction is his best, but man, he's all the movies that he makes are also good. Like his dialogue. His soundtrack as well, just a revolutionary filmmaker. Maybe not the best guy, but kind of obnoxious, and all that, and big ego. But man, he's a great director. Pulp Fiction. Kill Bill's great. Pulp Fiction's a masterpiece. Just the dialogue, and then so original. Django's good too. Django's really good too. But yeah, Pulp Fiction is number one. Tarantino always seems like he's wired on something. Oh yeah, Tarantino's nuts. Tarantino's completely crazy. But I also find him to be, I just find him to be a great director and a writer. Yeah, his shots in this movie, again, his soundtracks, the beginning of Reservoir Dogs where they're spinning around the table, they're talking about Madonna's albums. We'd never seen anything like that in the movie before, and he really stepped the way. I want to see what his last movie is, because Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was amazing as well. I would have been fine with if that won Best Picture, and now we get to see, that's alright, fine, you like those shots, Mr. Pink. Gosh, My Way or the Highway. But I can't wait to see, because he said he'd make 10 movies. He's made 9, technically 9. Well, in his world, he's made 9. So let's hope that his last one's amazing. Brad Pitt and DiCaprio. It's like one of those like dream team matchups. It's just like I'm so glad these two are in a movie together. Two of the best actors of our generation, or of this generation, and to see both of them in that movie together was special. And again, they're both legendary. So it was cool to see. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I hope his last movie is in Pulp Fiction in space, because that's what he said. I don't think it'll be Pulp Fiction in space. How would you even do that? Like, aren't characters dead from that? That would be so uninspiring and boring. No thought to it. Yeah, no. I wouldn't mind if his last movie was like a collection of all of his movie characters that would like the Tarantino universe. If he got as many of those characters as he could to be in one last movie, I would like that. Not Pulp Fiction in space, or not Star Trek. I would like something like that. Chris Paul caught time out before Dort threw it out. Yeah, gosh. And so if he caught before Dort threw it out, but like, so if Dort has the ball, I guess that's I don't know how that would work. He didn't say it would actually be Pulp Fiction, but the script would be a lot like it. I mean, if we can get Pulp Fiction quality scripts from him, that'd be great. Wes were trying so hard to give him that game. Yes. Well, actually, I don't know. The refs were bad tonight. The refs were just awful on both instances there. Imagine a Pulp Fiction Star Trek. It would be boring and corny. It would be weird. It would be certainly weird. Clock was 0.5, and then it was 1, then it was 2, back in the clock. Yeah, they were awful tonight. The refs were awful tonight. They were bad in the Bucks game. They were just a really bad night for the refs. I'd like to get Kill Bill 3 or a horror movie from him. For his last movie. I mean, if he did a horror movie, I'd be fine with that, but it'd be a weird choice. He talked about it in the past. I don't want a Kill Bill 3. The Kill Bill's great, but I don't want that to be his last movie. I'd be much more okay with Reservoir Dogs or Pulp Fiction. Maybe Madonna can have a cameo in his last movie, because the beginning of his film franchise, he talked about Madonna. Like a virgin. Or a Bonnie and Clyde type. Yeah, that'd be cool too. Alright, so, agreed the refs were awful tonight. Yeah, the refs were abysmal. Just a bad night on the officiating side of it. Like, what are you guys doing here? The NBA needs to do a better job. Ideal coach for the Knicks. Still haven't seen True Romance. True Romance is really good. That is a great cast of characters in there. Ideal coach for the Knicks. A competent coach. All right, Mark Jackson, I think. All right, guys, we really have to get going here. We've been doing this for an hour. We really have to get going. So thank you guys so much for staying with for an hour. We didn't plan on going this long, but you guys kept me going. You guys kept me interested. Gandolfini. I mean, it's a weird scene. It's a scene that hasn't aged well, but like he's good in it. He's great. So thank you guys so much for watching. This as always. I really enjoy doing these videos with you guys. Speaking of the rest, I hope the rest are better in the NFL this season. They won't be. Really enjoy doing this. We have more videos coming out tomorrow on the NFL, on the NBA. So many other things that we have planned here. Boss is calling. No, the boss is not calling me. It's been an hour. I love my boss, by the way. So tomorrow we have the Yankee game as well. We have Raptors Celtics at 6:30, Nuggets Clippers at 9. We'll be live at 11:30 tomorrow for the Nuggets Clippers reaction. Can't wait till Friday. Yeah, Friday Rockets Lakers. Let's go. And then we have the other one. We have Raptors. We have Heat Bucks tomorrow as well, or Friday as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Congrats to the Rockets on a big Game 7.